Hey guys, welcome back, and in this video we are going to learn about the VeraCrypt tool. Yes, the VeraCrypt. So this is basically a free and open source disk encryption software that provides enhanced security. Okay, so yeah, let's learn how you can install this in Windows. In this case, you can also install in Mac OS or Linux, whichever you like to install. But in this case, we are going to install and use this in Windows, like in the CEH way. Right. So yeah. Anyways, let's start with the exe file. So this is what I'm going to download. So once I click the download button from the official website of veracrypt.io, it will get downloaded into my downloads directory. So I already done that. So after that, you have to click that downloaded file. First, let me move to the downloads where I downloaded before. I'm just double clicking that and clicking yes and selecting the language and click OK and accepting the permissions and clicking next, install. That's it. This is about the installation of VeraCrypt in the Windows system. Okay, so yeah, I'm just clicking finish and I'm just clicking no. So yeah, we are going to learn about this tool in the CEH way, right? So what we were able to learn from the CEH is what we are going to demonstrate in this video. So anyways, this is our tool, VeraCrypt, right? So we can just double click and open this VeraCrypt tool. In this tool, this is a disk encryption or open source tool, right? So yeah, we have a lot of characters like from A to Z drives are available here. So here what we are going to do first is to create a volume. For that you have to click the create volume option. Once you click the create volume option, you will be able to see something like this. You don't have to change anything on it. You can just click next, and here you have to select the volume location. So in this case, we are going to select the desktop as the volume location. You can just give a name of the volume. I'm just giving the name of the volume here as volume and clicking save. So after that, I'm just clicking next, and we have to allocate some space for, in this case, I'm just allocating only 5 megabytes to this volume and clicking next, and we have to enter some password. In this case, I'm just entering 1234 as password. You can just enter any password that you would like to use. Here I'm just entering some normal 1234 common password. So for this demonstration only, in real case you have to give some good password for better encryption. So after that, I'm just clicking next, and it is saying that this is a short and easy to crack password. So in this case, I'm just clicking yes. I'm just using only this, and here in the random point, how to check this, and you can just use a mouse like this, and it will get into the green color. If you use your mouse like this, once it gets to green color, you can just click format. Once you click the format, you can see the new volume was created on our desktop. In this case, you can just select wherever you want, and you can see the size of the file is 5 megabytes as shown here, right? So once you create the volume, then you can just select a drive that you would like to enforce. So in this case, we have in this PC we have only C drive. So in this case, we are going to allocate an A drive, whichever drive you would like to allocate. Here I'm just clicking A drive and clicking the select file option, and selecting the file that we created, selecting the volume that we created, which will be in the desktop volume, right? So yeah, I'm just clicking open. So after that, I'm just clicking mount. Once I click mount, prompted to enter the password that we created before. In this case, it's 1234. Just clicking OK, and that's done. So now what happens here is when I open the recycle bin, I was able to see in this PC we have a new drive, which is the local disk A in this case, and it's about 4.71 megabytes free as of now. What we can do with this is to create some thing that you would like to create. For example, here I'm just giving my password, for example, right? So my password in this case is subscribe to cyberc, and the password, oh my god, there is some little spelling mistake. Okay, and this is my password in this case. Okay, I'm just saving this out, and now when I double click, you can see the file is now saved, and it is now accessible. Anyone can access this file, right? So what we can do with this VeraCrypt tool is to unmount this. Once you click unmount, it will gone off from there. So I'm just closing all. And now when I click here in the my volume, you will be able to see the password, which is the recently accessed file, but not able to view the content. You don't be able to view the A drive in this case. When you go to this PC, you won't be able to access, you won't be able to find the drive that we used to access before, right? And the recently accessed tab also doesn't show you that drive, and the recently accessed files, you cannot be able to open those files that we opened before, right? So we just encrypted the file. Normal users cannot be able to find that. Once they open the for this PC, they won't be able to see that particular drive in this part, right? So it's encrypted using the VeraCrypt tool. If you want to see that, it's unmounted as of now. If you want to mount that out, you have to open the VeraCrypt and click the mount button. Once you click the mount, you have to select the file and mount. Okay, so yeah, this is the volume that we want to hide somewhere else. So after that, you have to select the volume and click mount, enter your password, and clicking OK. It's now mounted. Now we can just open that up. This PC here, our volume is there. We have our password. Don't forget to subscribe to the CyberX, guys. So yeah, this is much appreciating for me. You have to subscribe, guys. Okay, anyways, this is how you basically use the VeraCrypt tool, and we can just creating a volume and hiding that volume somewhere you would like to hide, and that's the only thing that is visible out there, and you have to hide that one. And you can just mount and unmount using this VeraCrypt tool using the created volume, and you have to set a password. Even if somebody gets your volume, they won't be able to crack without a password, right? So yeah, if they were able to crack it the password, then yeah, that's up to you. So anyways, this is how you can use this VeraCrypt tool basically. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching, guys. I hope I was able to tell you give you a better understanding of VeraCrypt tool. If you have any doubts, don't forget to comment down below, guys, and I will see you in the next one.